Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of Rough Pumpkins. I'm super excited about today's episode. I got my good friend Dustin Deluke, keyboard player, producer extraordinaire. We talk about some super fun stuff. He played keyboards in Wild Adriatic for years. We've spent tons of time on the road together, tons of time just having fun. So it's just going to be a really fun conversation. Make sure you follow Rough Pumpkins on all social media, wherever you get your podcast, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Make sure you subscribe, hit that little bell on YouTube too, so you get notified when a new video comes out. Anyway, let's get right to the interview. Dustin Deluke, everyone.
Rough Pumpkins, yeah.
It's good?
Yep. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm off axis, bro.
You can be all off axis. It just limits the plosives.
True.
Limits the plosives.
I don't say anything with any plosives in it. Oh, no.
I know. The only problem is this.
I move a lot. I try to wear quiet clothes.
No chains today?
No chains.
Because usually you've got a bunch of jingling.
All my wallet chains are on my Jankos.
You left them in your big wide leg Jinkos.
That's right.
All right, so today we have Dustin Deluke here, my good friend, keyboard player, composer, musician, does producing, does it all. Would you say that you do it all?
I try to. I like to think that I do a lot of stuff.
You do. I think you're good.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Is it Travis? Thank you for having me on this television show today.
Let's get all NPR about this shit.
Yeah. What? Is this on public access? Channel 12 airs at 1 a.m.
It's definitely light outside. Oh! I probably just threw off the white balance of the camera. It's probably like,
That's okay.
Just by opening the window.
That's fine.
So we met in October 2016.
We did. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I was thinking about today
back.
because I wrote some stuff down. I was like, there's too much
We did.
stuff. Yeah.
That's crazy. Also, I want to point out that this is funny to me just because obviously we've had thousands of conversations. We talk to each other all the time,
Yeah.
but like never in front of a bunch of people.
No.
It's a little weird.
Well, the good thing is I can
Welcome.
edit it out.
Welcome to
when
our
you say
world.
something totally crazy.
I'm going to try not
You can
to.
get a little bit closer.
I can.
You can get a little bit closer, like
Gotcha.
that, like a fist. Like a fist away.
All right. Hang on. Sorry.
No, you're good.
It's not a keyboard. I don't know how to use it.
Well, that's what I was wondering if you'd be able to handle a microphone.
How do you pronounce this? Microphone, you said?
Yeah,
It's like a small phone?
The only other guest I've had on here has been a singer, so he knew how to use the microphone.
Imagine if I was a singer and I just never told you.
I feel like that might be the reality. Because I've been like, hey, you want to do backup? And you're like, maybe. If you give me a mic, I might.
Yeah, but on albums, you can just do it yourself and it sounds way better.
On albums?
How about you do it and we just tell people that it was me?
All right. Or I'll just get an eventide vocal harmonizer.
Yeah.
And just have it do like multiple Travises.
True.
Like a fifth up, do a third. We can get weird. We can do like a sixth in the harmony.
Yeah.
It wouldn't sound good at all. Anyway, we met.
Sorry, 2016.
We met in 2016 in October.
Yeah.
Well, when did we rehearsed before. We played
Yeah.
our first show together at Nectar's in Burlington.
No.
No.
That
I'm
was
wrong.
our last first show.
Okay, that was wrong. Okay, we were on a run of 2 or 3 shows?
4.
4 shows.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Whoops. I'm like, Dustin and I's first show.
Welcome to the show, Travis. Hi, I'm Dustin. Today is Rough Memories.
Rough Memories. Oh, man.
No, you're close. I might be off on some of those details. I do remember
you're
a
right.
lot of it
You're right.
pretty well because I remember when Mateo called me, I was working at Modern Day Music Studios.
Okay.
And I was like in between sessions. And I was walking down the hallway and I was like, oh, oh, cool. Mateo's calling me. And I was literally walking out to meet someone. And I was like, hello? I'm like, I'll call you back. And he's like, hey, real quick. He's like, do you want to go play some shows, go on tour a little bit? And I was like, yeah, I think so. But I was like, I said something along the lines of, I have 1-year-olds.
Oh, yeah, they were so little then.
Yeah, because I was trying to think it through, like, yes, but like just pause for a second. I got to figure out if that's doable.
I can't just say yes.
Yeah.
You've had kids the whole time I've known you. That's
Yeah.
the one thing. So like, everybody's gets kids along the way. You've had them the whole time.
Yeah,
In my view, in my life, I've known you, Hunter and Dorian.
The whole
always
time.
been around.
That's true.
What year did you have the kids?
2015. Yeah.
Okay, so the year before we met.
Yeah.
And when you found out you were having twins, what was your initial reaction?
I was psyched, honestly.
Yeah.
Amanda always wanted twins, apparently. So I think she willed it somehow.
Is there any genetic twin gene?
There is if they're fraternal. If they're identical, they're not. It's not.
So it's just coincidence, basically.
Yeah, or as our doctor put it, a freak type of thing. He goes, I'm not calling your kids freaks. You know what I mean?
I'm calling you a freak.
Yeah.
I'm not calling your kids freaks.
Not the first time. Won't be the last time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm scared of having a kid, let alone twins or two.
It's the same as having one. You just do the same thing twice.
You know what's cool, and I see in them like when they're around is they always have like a best friend.
Yeah,
that's
totally.
a built-in best friend.
They've never fought ever.
That's insane.
It's wild.
Like, I know they always get along so well. Even like I hear like if one gives the other like an attitude, he's like, the other one's like, yeah, no, I was being like that.
They're pretty chill. I think it makes me look like I'm a better parent than I actually probably am, because they make it so easy. In other words, it's like,
no, you're good. I've seen you. You're a good parent.
Thanks, man.
You're gentle, but you're not like, okay, well, let's talk about why I can't buy you a boat.
No time for that. Yeah.
Let's sit down. That's really popular with people my age, especially because, see, I was born in '88. You're a little bit older than me. I feel like you're on the brink of people who still don't want their kids to be a huge asshole.
I mean, yeah.
People my age are like, oh, let's turn these kids into assholes. There's tons of.
I don't know that method.
It's not a good method because gentle parenting. This is a podcast about gentle parenting.
Mm-hmm.
But
you raised that pumpkin all by yourself.
I did, and look at how beautiful it is.
Gorgeous.
It's so beautiful. It ended up on a shelf at a store, and I bought it for $12.
Nice.
That's a huge ripoff, actually.
Yeah,
it's a piece of like was that paper mache maybe or something?
Maybe.
But yeah. So what were the other shows before Nectar's that we played that I can't remember right now?
So the very first show we played was Daryl's house. Yeah.
Oh, duh. Okay. It all just came floating back.
Yeah. So I knew Mateo because he played auxiliary percussion with
Boom Dialogue.
No, Thump Gospel.
Thump Gospel.
At Alive at 5. That was our first in like, so me and like Jay Panucci and Steve Struess and Dave Spadaro got together. I don't remember why. I think just randomly to like play some tunes. We had maybe one rehearsal, and I want to say Jay came back, or maybe Steve. He's like, hey, we're going to play Alive at 5. And I was like, cool. Like we were all like, we should probably have songs, right? Like,
oh, we just jam it, baby.
But it was a great show. We did a Michael Jackson instrumental like tribute set.
That's what I heard about.
Yeah. But Mateo, it seems like I'm going to call my buddy Mateo from Wild Adriatic, and he's going to come and play like congas and stuff. I was like, sick. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And Mateo came and played, and we had the same like sense of humor, we realized.
Oh, yeah.
And we were goofing around a lot.
It's bad.
And we had a great time.
Yeah.
And that was kind of it. I didn't see him for a while, but then he called me randomly at the studio that one day.
Yeah.
He was like, dude, you want to come play shows? So I went home and learned like so many Wild A songs, because this was before you even sent me anything.
I was so psyched.
Well, I didn't know what you guys were going to throw at me. And I'm like, they're a trio. I'm like, I don't really want to. I'm like, I got to play and it's got to fit, but I can't ruin any of this stuff, because to me, this sounds great.
I always had keys on the records, though.
True. Well, that's what I started to notice when I was listening.
So, like, I always wanted them there.
But what I did to practice was, I don't think I ever told you guys this, I listened to the live album from Putnam.
Oh, wow.
And I
filled in the blanks.
Yeah, to try to get the right vibe. And I would record it and listen back to see, like, because it's hard sometimes to analyze what you're doing in real time.
That's interesting as fuck.
So I'd listen to it and be like, did I ruin that? Was it too much? And I was like, all right. And then I started to try to find bands that I thought maybe you guys were drawing inspiration from that had keys players in it.
Yeah.
I was like, what are they doing in it? And sometimes it's like, oh, good idea. And other times it was like, they don't need that guy.
It's so much better. I mean, even from like the album one, I was always like, oh, I got to do a keys part here to fill it in.
Yeah.
But then it was just like, we came to a point where we were like, I never really intended to be a 3-piece. And so I was like, and it felt good playing together.
Well, you can play the piano though too, so you're probably writing a lot of stuff at the piano.
I'm writing a lot, but I'm not like, I don't consider myself like, I'm going to go out and gig as a keys player. I'm not like, that's just, I know my limitations.
You could though. You could accompany yourself.
I can accompany myself, like if I'm singing a song and I can, if I can practice it a little bit.
Yeah.
But like to like go out on a gig where I'm like not really well rehearsed and it's not basic stuff, it would be Nah, like you're a real keyboard player. You're like,
That's it. That's one of my songs, actually. That's my second track off my new release.
Sometimes you make my face go like this. I'm like, oh, that's dirty. That's dirty. That's dirty.
Well, my sense of humor or my playing?
Both.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we spent a lot of time together on the stage and off.
That's true.
And I think that's a part of what makes it so easy to play with you musically is getting along.
We all got along really well.
Exactly.
Immediately. Because I remember I showed up to the first rehearsal and I walked down in the basement and it's funny. I kind of noticed, I was like, oh, cool. I'm like, we're all kind of dressed similarly. And I'm like, that's good. And then I could hear you guys, like you guys were obviously talking to me and acknowledging me, but like we had work to do also. But just listening to you guys interact with each other and like some of the jokes and the like just the morale, I was like, oh, cool. I'm like, I feel pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
And then you were like, hey, you're like, nice boots. And I was like, oh, cool. I'm
I
like,
remember those.
Yeah. I just wore them Saturday.
Yeah,
actually.
Caterpillars, dude.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Those are so cool.
I just remember all these details. And then that run of shows we did Daryl's house, Milk Boy in Philly.
That was it, Milk Boy.
Yeah. And then Stratton, maybe? And then Nectar's. That makes sense too. Like how we would, right?
Yeah.
Start downstate, then Philly, and then because we stayed at some
it was a Halloween run.
Yeah, we stayed at like someone's cabin in Vermont, and there was no snow anywhere except for when we like went up the mountain. It was like an A-frame. We slept in a bunk bed.
Oh,
and it was cold as hell.
That'll bond you.
And we were also doing a Zeppelin set. That run.
Oh wow.
We were doing No Quarter. I don't remember, a bunch of Zeppelin tunes.
Yeah.
So we do like our set or two of our sets and then like a third Zeppelin set.
Oh my God, they're right. Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff.
That was a lot for you to learn at once.
It was and it wasn't. It felt
run.
natural. The thing that made it a lot is I was being neurotic about making the Zeppelin tunes sound the way I thought they should sound.
Yeah.
Like the way they sounded live and the way they sounded on the albums. I do remember though. So do you remember how carsick I was getting?
Yes.
So I didn't think of this, but I'm like a big motion sickness baby.
I was going to ask you about all that, but
dude,
in the van, I remember because you were maybe not in the front at first.
No.
So you got really, really car sick. And
dude, I get car sick if you look at me wrong. I'm such a baby. So like we got in the van, I was so excited and, no exaggeration. By the time we got on the Northway, just from Queensbury, I was already car sick. But I didn't say anything.
You should have.
Well, I know, but like I just met everyone.
I want everyone to think I'm a huge pussy.
I didn't even meet. That was the first time I met Shmuel. I didn't even know Jake at that point.
Yeah.
Like nobody, and I forget who else was with us. Maybe.
I feel like we stopped at a gas station. You were like, I gotta sit in the like front or something.
Yeah, and we were in like traffic. I remember, and finally it got so bad. And I think we probably took the Taconic. Anyway, we were like 5 minutes from Daryl's house. And I was like, we got to pull over. And you guys were like, it's like right there. I'm like, I can't go another foot. And I was just wandering around the parking lot.
Dude, yeah.
And the fix was you guys had me drive. So like no one knew me. And here I am like driving the van.
Oh yeah. You're like, do you need to drive? Yeah. I think I need to drive.
Oh my God.
That was funny.
The shows were great though.
They were a lot of fun.
They're fun.
But you just have to sit in the front.
Yeah, all the time. So from there on out for the next 10 years, I was sat in the front.
Dude, and what goes along with that is you also get seasick on the rock boat.
Super seasick.
So you're just any motion. Waving.
Any motion.
So what do you do to mitigate the seasickness?
On the rock boat, I put a patch on. That helps.
The patch does it for you?
Yeah, it makes you feel a little weird, but a little weird's way better than
loopy,
nauseous. Yeah.
A little loopy, a little like out of it.
Yeah. Like I almost, there was one year where I almost couldn't come out of my cabin. Actually, Rich and I both fell asleep and it was like, we were just exhausted and we woke up to, and Rich opened the door and Mateo's like, hey, you guys want to play a show? And we're like, yeah, what time? He's like, you got like 10 minutes.
Was this like, I feel like was that the Super Jam with the Frasco guys or something?
Yeah, that was the one where Corey Wong played with us.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a crazy Super Jam.
I was in the bathroom.
But I remember you felt like shit.
I was hovering like over the toilet up until maybe 1 minute till we had to play.
Oh, and it was on the sports court, which is like super.
And I remember coming out and the monitor mix guy was like, He's like, do you need anything else? And I was like, he goes, how about a bucket? And I was like, yeah. He saw it. My skin must have been like gray, you know. I was so sick.
Yeah, just pale.
But playing made it go away.
That's good because you were focused.
I was focused, but
stationary key.
And then after that, someone's like, "You can't go for 5 days like this." So someone gave me something and it worked. But
yeah, damn. See, that's oh God, I feel so lucky to not get seasick,
dude. You're wicked lucky.
Like after seeing you and Mateo being so seasick,
it's the worst. Amanda's like that. She doesn't get seasick at all. My wife.
Oh yeah, I can see
my
that.
wife. You know who she is.
My wife.
My wife.
Yeah,
but she can read like sitting backwards,
like an old Volvo with the
yeah
seats facing out the back,
and she's just totally fine
reading a novel.
I wish that could be me. Yeah.
Honestly, I can't do that. That's the next. I can't read in the car.
No, I can't. I look down for 1 second at a map or something. I'm like, I got to pull over.
Oh, I'm like just doom scrolling or something. I'm like, oh, read this article. I'm like, huh, huh.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so I can't. There's a limit. I'm just glad I don't get seasick because that I've seen that and what you guys look like and feel like, and I just can't.
Sucks so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, those first shows were great though. I'm glad I didn't puke in the van.
Oh my God.
Or anything.
Yeah, that was a blast. Have you ever been nervous? Like about show performance related wise. Obviously everybody gets nervous about something.
No, but I think the downside of that is that I'll like neurotically prepare for stuff.
I think we're the same in that regard.
More than I have to.
Yeah.
Just because I don't ever I mean, I have been nervous about performances before, like as a kid. And it's always due to like not being as prepared as you think you should be.
As you want to be, yeah.
And it just, I don't know if maybe someone brought it to my attention when I was like a teenager or whatever. But at some point I realized that if you're so prepared that you don't have to think about anything, you can then enjoy the performance.
That's true. Yeah. It's like studying for a test or something.
Yeah.
Except I never studied for a test and I have prepared for performances.
Yeah. Because I want to have fun, and I can't have fun if I'm thinking about like, am I going to play this right? You know,
I'm going to miss the cue.
And plus, like, it's not my show. Like, I'm not going to screw up someone else's performance because I'm not prepared. You know what I mean? So it's like
that's like a super good attitude, though. Like, it's just a really good way to think about like I've done that kind of gigs. Like, it's not my show.
Yeah.
Like just some local gigs at the Strand Theater, just like where I get hired to sing some songs or whatever. I'm just like, don't mess up and just do your thing. It's not your show.
Right. Totally.
So
totally. And I mean, it's rarely my show because I'm usually playing with somebody, you know?
Yeah. That's the thing is like you're as a keys player, you know, it's a great gig. And I was thinking about it earlier and I was thinking of like good things to ask like you and just like what's more like personal to you than just a keyboard player. But see, you're a really tasteful player. So you're good and you can do all the speedy, like flashy stuff,
right?
But you know when to do it. So my biggest thing, this is, I guess, for any keyboard players out there. So if somebody was just starting to play gigs and sit in, you know, they're playing with a band and they're kind of trying to figure out their place, what's the best piece of advice you can give as a keyboard player?
Learn the song, which everyone says. It's kind of, I almost feel like that's like a blow off answer because it's
a given.
Cliche, but like actually learn the song and maybe think about what it is that you're playing and how the chords relate to each other and the key you're in, just so there's some depth to what you're doing beyond like right chord, right note, wrong note, because otherwise you're just memorizing answers essentially. Right.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then the second thing that I think is really important is to listen exclusively to that style of music leading up to the show. So the vocabulary that you're going to use, or the vocabulary that's common for that genre, is like fresh right in the front of your mind, because it's almost like, for me, it's like method acting. Like if someone calls me up and they're like, "Come play the show with us," and it's like, I don't know, folky, bluegrass, Americana stuff. That's all I'll listen to, like totally brainwashing myself up to the point of that show. If it's hip hop, I'll figure out like, all right, like who is this band influenced by?
Yeah.
Or I'll have them send me reference tracks along with their stuff. That's all I'll listen to. And it's like, it's easier for me to draw upon the stuff that's like buried up here that I've learned or done in the past. And when I'm playing, it'll come out naturally rather than it being contrived and me like trying to force a concept or a phrase or a lick that I learned, because that never sits well with anybody really. Like,
Yeah.
I think most of the time when people make mistakes is because they're trying to force a concept that is either not natural for that current point in the song, but it's just something they do well, or it's something that they're learning and worked on. They really want to use it. It's like if I just start throwing weird like SAT words at you, you know what I mean? As a senior in high school, because I learned them. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
do that sometimes.
I think
I'm guilty.
That was very quixotic of you. Like you'd be like, "What the hell did that come from?"
I'm guilty. I'm guilty.
But I mean, it's nice to try to experiment and use things. But I think as a side person in a band, especially when someone hires you, and especially if you're trying to make a good impression and like keep the gig,
Yeah.
it's not the time for like showing off and busting out your cocktail party, like,
Right.
novelty conversation pieces. It's like, do your job well, find out what that job is and how you're supposed to interact with these folks and how can you serve the band and then in the songs, and then how do you fit in this genre? Like listen to tons of stuff that resembles what you're going to play.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like immersing yourself into the genre.
Yeah, it's method acting.
That's crazy.
That's
That's
all
a
it
cool
is.
way to look at it.
Yeah.
Because like you're like, I'm preparing for this role.
You have to. I have to. Because even if, I don't, let's put it this way. I don't have to do that, but then it's like, I don't feel like I'm as productive as I could be, and I don't feel as useful as I could be. Like for me to play at my maximum potential, I feel like I owe it to the people that I'm playing with to do all those things. But right now, if you were like, Dustin, you have to go play in a country pop band across the street, like right now, I've heard that before.
You could do it.
I could do it, but I would prefer that I had time to prepare and really like know the role. So I don't show up and I'm like, good day, sirs. Like, here's a major seventh chord to start your honky tonk blues. They'd be like, dude, what? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you gotta know how you fit into that.
Yeah.
That scene.
That's good. And honestly, you have more experience with trying to fit into different different genres and stuff. So that's a really interesting take. Like it's like method acting.
Totally.
Because like, you also do like the solo jazz gig.
I used to. I don't really do that anymore. I do.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, for a while.
I did it a lot.
You did it a
years.
You did it a lot.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you use a tip bucket at your jazz gigs?
I didn't a lot.
No, yeah, it's kind of weird there, right?
No, I think I should have. Yes, part of it was
should have
yes.
had a tip bucket.
Well, a lot of the times I love when people would come up to you while you're playing with like money in their hand, waving around like this. They're going. So they just get a tip bucket and like put it out and then put the money in it.
They make the tip bucket.
Yeah,
for
and
you.
I'm always like, man, I should be tipping you. That was a great idea.
And then like I like when they grab a bucket and then like they hang the money they put it on the side. So it's like everybody
they're baiting people. Well, the thing is though, I think a lot of the gigs I was playing, I was like, they're already paying me and like feeding me. It felt, I know this is not true, and most people probably shake their heads at me, but like it felt weird to also be asking the patrons. Like I felt like it was putting up a wall where they would ignore me because they're like, if I listen to this guy, I got to pay him. You know what I mean? Because it's like a captive audience. They're all stuck there. I don't want to, it's like, I don't know if they have like Stockholm syndrome and they're just enjoying it because they can't not listen to me. So I was like, I would never bother. But then occasionally I was just like, this is stupid. Someone's going to try to give me a tip. Just put a cup out and I'd throw a $5 in it.
Dude. Yeah. I mean, I got to be honest with you. I used to, just because, I don't know, I feel like it's more regular in like a bar or restaurant rather than like, I've seen you in a wine room. Like, where it's just like very small, very fancy.
In Saratoga?
Downstairs.
Oh, you came to those? At some point?
I did at one point.
Oh, nice,
I saw
dude.
you downstairs at whatever that wine place is.
I think it's got the wine bar.
The wine bar. Yeah. They got a cool sign that reflects onto the sidewalk.
Oh, yeah.
That's
cool.
the
wine bar. Yeah.
Yeah. But I saw you there and I was like, I could totally see how like, oh, yeah, let me throw my tip bucket.
Well, that was different because that place, that was actually one of my favorite trio gigs.
Yeah.
Because it was more like a show. It wasn't like part of the ambiance.
Yeah,
like we would really play
it was
play
cool.
whatever we wanted.
It's very, very hardcore jazz.
I don't know what it was, but it was fun for me. But like occasionally we'd put out like a tip hat or something. But there I wasn't interested. I feel like if it feels like a performance, people aren't going to get up and walk up there because now they're like interacting with the performance.
That's a good point. Because like, if we're playing a gig, like it's not like we're like, unless it's like we're like, hey, here's a huge merch bin. If you want to throw some tips in there, if it's like upstate,
that could work.
Need to make some extra
Did
money.
we do something like that?
I
once?
feel like we've done. Yeah, like we might have done like we've done super good deals on shirts, like where you just throw the money in and grab like a $10 clearance shirt.
Pay what you want type of thing.
Pay what you want. Yeah, we've done some stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was just a good question that actually it was Joe's idea last week. He was like, I was like, that's a really good question. He asked me what the weirdest thing I ever got in my tip jar was. And I was going to ask you, but I was like, well, if you don't have a tip jar a lot, you might not get any weird stuff.
I mean, I've gotten weird stuff without a tip jar.
Just handed.
Oh, for sure.
Like, what's the weirdest thing? Yeah.
There's been a lot of strange stuff. The first thing that comes to mind, I've had a lot of people try to give me like like weird business card / invites to like their religious group.
Oh, QR code, like, or just before, like,
no, like sketchy enough that there wasn't even a QR code,
like website, maybe
like a phone number.
Oh, phone number.
Like,
call me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, you look like you're missing something in your life. Call me.
Yeah, basically. And I was like, man, do I seem that destitute, or like, do I seem that lost? They're like, look at this loser playing jazz piano while we're trying to eat breakfast sandwiches. Like, you really need God in your life.
Must have been playing at the Yellow Deli that day.
Yeah. And just like that, I'm a member of 12 Tribes. That's where we got this pumpkin. No, I don't. I think the weirdest thing that we've gotten collectively, in recent memory, was when we were having a band meeting at Nanola, rest in peace.
Oh my God, dude!
And that dude was like stalking us over the booth and kept coming over and which was kind of like on brand. He kept coming over to us and talking about Led Zeppelin, which was kind of weird.
Yeah, I was like every guy that age, when they're like, "Oh,
that's all they talk about."
I've heard of Led Zeppelin.
That's true. It's like millennials and Borat. Like,
it's just my wife.
As soon as there's a lull in the conversation, they're like, ramble on, huh?
You need cooling.
Yeah.
All right, guy.
Yeah.
I get it. You were born in the early 60s and the late 50s.
That's like a categorization of, dude, those same, and within that, like a subcategory of that group is how do you like that there? Fill in the blank here, guy.
How do you like that there?
How do you like that? What are those strings on the guitar? How do you like I used to have strings. What is that, an amp? How do you like that there, amp?
How does that thing, what does that thing got? Power tubes?
But that dude, he started asking us random trivia questions. And we were all straight up at this point, like, all right, you got to go away. Like, you've come over to the table too much.
And Rich is on the end, and I feel bad because he's like, he's so nice.
He's too nice.
And he's like, yeah, because you don't want to be like, hey man, can you fuck right off?
But he gave us a business card with a picture of like the crowd at Yankee Stadium. And he was asking us to find things in it that were not alike, or things that were alike, or look for hints.
It was like the paper with the comic strip, and you got to find the differences between the pictures.
It was like a Sesame Street game for psychopaths or something.
Rich probably still has it.
I have it. I kept it. I should have brought it today.
Oh,
it was too weird. I wanted to like figure out what it was because
I want to examine it.
I was afraid to look at it. I'm like, is this dude trying to really? My conspiracy theory, like part of my brain that doesn't really exist, started like kicking in. It's like, this dude's trying to like I don't know, hypnotize you.
If you read this out loud, you will be hypnotized.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna go home and be like, you know what? I don't know. I'm moving to Kansas.
You're right. So as a band, we got that. It wasn't a tip. I guess it was more of a present.
It was a life tip.
It was a life gift.
Yeah, a life gift.
He's like, you're welcome.
You're welcome. Yeah, that was weird.
Next thing you know, we're on the bus.
Here we are.
And we're headed off to what God knows what farm.
16 Wives farm.
16 Wives. So the other thing I wanted to ask you about was you recently had a bicep tear.
Oh yeah, right off.
So your bicep was like
it went up
here.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
It was backcountry skiing.
So did you fall?
No.
Or was it just...
Dude, I not that I want anything extraordinary to happen to me, but like every time I get injured enough where I need surgery or something, it's never doing anything crazy, super exciting. It's always like, oh, dude, like, gee, I wonder what that was. And then I look and I'm like, my
bicep's up in my shoulder.
Yeah, it was gnarly.
That was pretty gnarly looking.
The worst part was that it was like the healing time went right up to like a week before our album release show. So I was really nervous.
That's what I was
going
to talk to you about. I was like, how did that feel, like trying to recover? I mean, trying to get back to playing piano with a, you had to, fix your bicep.
I mean, it wasn't great because I don't know. Like I was saying earlier, like, I don't know. I take shows pretty seriously.
Yeah.
So when I'm playing, I don't have to take it so seriously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the thing with the bicep tears, you can't rotate your hands down. And like,
which is
last time I checked, this is how you play the piano. But like, I could do it by putting my arm out. So I was playing like there was a hanger in my shirt to practice.
A little bit, yeah.
Which I kind of think me forcing myself to play and work through that actually helped the recovery. Because I recovered.
Well, it's like running with ankle
fast.
weights.
Yeah.
You're like adding a handicap to yourself.
Totally.
You're like, I got to play like this.
But I think it stretched the tendons because they had to like re-pull stuff and like sew it on. And
oh, that sounds not painful at all or anything.
I mean, it was fine.
You did great after.
It was fine.
I mean, you've recovered full. I mean, you played. I couldn't tell, but I mean,
that's good.
I know you were like, for a little while, you're like, oh, I can't play yet.
I couldn't. Yeah.
And then you were like, I'm starting to get back to playing.
Yeah.
It's it's a little bit.
My surgeon was awesome. He swore up and down that like he's like, you will be fine. He's like, just don't do anything stupid. And
see, that's the best kind of surgeon, because sometimes these surgeons and doctors, they just don't have good. That's good bedside manner.
Yeah, he was pretty direct, which is why I liked him. Yeah,
he's like, you're gonna be able to get back to playing.
Yeah.
There's some doctors that are like, I don't know. Oh, you play? Like I broke my collarbone mountain biking, and I was like, I asked the orthopedic guy, I was like, so I'm a guitar player, like for a living. When am I going to be able to play guitar again?
Yeah.
He says, well, that really depends. I'm like, on what?
Not the answer you wanted. Too wishy-washy.
I'm just like, he's like, it'll probably be a couple months. I'm like, oh, great. I mean, honestly, like I didn't wait a couple months.
You were back pretty quick from that though, too.
Yeah. Luckily, like where my hand was resting on the guitar, like it was a good spot for like just having a broken collarbone.
Oh yeah. Good point.
So I started playing with before I had the sling off. So I was just playing with my wrist. It was not ideal, but
you could do it though.
I was in denial when I broke my collarbone. Complete denial.
Yeah.
I totally endoed, like in Queensbury behind the school.
Yeah.
And I fell and I was like, oh, I just fell really hard. My front tire was like crooked and stuff. Like my bike was all busted up.
Sure.
So I go to fix the front tire and like push it into place with my right hand, which is my dominant hand.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was like, oh,
this felt awful.
Oh my God. I was like, I think I dislocated my shoulder. No. So I was like, I rode home.
Jesus.
From there. And then when I really knew something was wrong, there's like, I go behind Walmart to get back to my old apartment.
Yeah.
I jumped a curb off of Walmart where you have to pull up on the
Oh God.
And I was like, I literally screamed.
I don't blame you. That must have hurt like hell because you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rich and I were supposed to play like the Barrel House.
Oh yeah.
In Saratoga that night.
Yeah.
And I was like, in my mind, I was like still thinking I was going to play the gig.
Well, you could have sang.
I could have sang. I was in a lot of pain.
A lot of pain. Just sad songs.
I wasn't even like, and then after a little while, I was like, okay, something's wrong. And I called my mom because Andy was at work. I was like, hey, can you, I just need to get some imaging on my shoulder. I think I did something.
Right.
She's like, you need me to take you to the ER? I'm like, yeah.
It's a painful injury.
Yeah. The adrenaline, when the adrenaline wore off, I was like, oh, this hurts.
I had a buddy of mine, Mysterio, who broke his collarbone longboarding in college.
Oh, sucks.
And he was in a lot of pain for a long time.
Yeah, so. Dude. It still hurts, actually, years later. Really? Like, he has stupid stuff. Like, if I wear a backpack or my guitar, gig bag on it wrong, there's a huge bump right here.
Yep.
I mean, it's probably stronger than ever.
Yeah.
Because it's like, boom.
For sure.
Yeah. But injuries suck.
Yeah.
Especially when you have to play an instrument.
Yeah. I mean, it's just reality, though, is what happens.
Because you're outdoorsy, too. You do a lot of outdoorsy stuff.
It's going to happen.
That leads me perfectly into this is a question I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, dude.
If you could only choose one sport for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Skiing. No hesitation.
Look at you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because you've been out these last couple of days too. Probably you're like, I feel the wind in my hair.
No, not there. But I got 2 days in already.
I mean,
it's good.
What do they have? They probably have like 4 or 5 trails at Gore right now.
Yeah, it's like the bottom half. So like from the gondola down.
Yeah.
They got a couple of runs open.
And you do ski patrol, so you have the
Yep.
pass.
Yep.
So you haven't worked, right? You haven't done any.
I did the Fall Fest. I worked.
Okay.
Yeah.
You haven't been patrolling on the.
Not yet. There's not enough open.
Not enough to patrol.
Yeah. They only need a couple of people.
They just gotta go, Jim. If somebody falls, Bill.
Yeah.
Get up here with the sled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. I think some days I'm like a skier with a music problem, and other days I'm a musician with a skiing problem.
Yeah, it's so funny because
like I like all the other things I do, but I think primarily they're just ways to distract myself when there's no snow.
that's awesome.
Like I love skiing so much. The first time I went skiing was at Maple Ridge.
That tiny little mountain.
That's where I learned. My folks brought me there. Actually, this is funny. They're like, "Hey, do you want to go skiing?" And I was like, I don't know, like 6 maybe. And I remember what I put on. Because, like, you know, your exposure to skiing as just like a civilian or the general public or whatever is like stuff you see in movies like in the 80s, you know? So I put on like this ridiculous sweater and like a turtleneck and like jeans. My dad's like, "What are you doing, man?"
You're like, "We're going to Aspen."
Yeah. I was like Lloyd Christmas, you know?
We're going on an Aspen trip.
So once I put on like appropriate clothes, we got there and it immediately clicked and I could do it. And I would not get off the mountain. And I skied all day up and down on the rope tow on the bunny hill until I made myself physically ill and was like puking and
Because
gave
you were
myself
so exhausted.
I wouldn't stop. I didn't drink any water. I didn't eat anything.
You were having so much fun.
Yeah, they couldn't get me to stop. And they were just like,
it's adorable.
And we couldn't make it home. We had to stop at my grandmother's house because I just had a migraine. I was like puking everywhere.
Oh my God. That's
Yeah.
when you knew. You're like, that's when I knew I was in love.
Well, yeah. When my dad goes, I distinctly remember him saying to my mom, he was like, "I think we got to buy him skis."
Yeah, because you probably had rentals and you were just
for sure.
first day out or whatever.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh my God.
I loved it. My mentality has literally not changed.
I totally know the feeling. So when I first started skiing, I was like 7.
Yeah.
And we had West Mountain, smaller mountain here.
Yeah.
And I remember just like starting and being obsessed.
Yeah.
And I'd make songs like my brother and I would like, I remember one song we made to beg to go skiing. It was, "Skiing is so fun. It is number one. So please let us go. Oh.
Dude, you got to sell that to a mountain. It's perfect.
But I was like, me and my brother Josh and I, we always used to sing that to try to go skiing.
Oh my God.
Skiing is so fun.
Can we track that? I want to teach my kids that song. That's a great song. I love it. Also, that's going to be stuck in my head.
So please let us go.
Permanently now. Yeah, that's going to be. Thank you, though, too, because I had some bad stuff stuck in my head.
Oh, yeah, no
Music
problem.
wise. Yeah, that's good.
But we would beg, like, we'd be like, "I want to go skiing," like every day. So we just got season pass.
Just to make you stop singing that song, probably.
You know, and then I got like, I feel like I didn't hang out with enough like skiing friends.
Yeah.
Because like I started to get like bored and I would go with snowboarding friends.
Yeah.
And I started to feel like pretty left out.
Yeah.
Like I was like I can't ski the woods well. So when I started snowboarding, I don't know why I can do the woods a lot easier on a snowboard. I think because it's just like one thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I skied my whole life.
Cool,
And then
though.
when I was 21, I started the snowboarding and I'd never really done glades until snowboarding. I think it's just skis. I don't know. There's the 2 poles, there's 2 skis. There's so many things.
Yeah, I find more oftentimes you find like a single snowboarder with a group of skiers rather than like a single skier with a group of snowboarders.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's just it depends on who you hang out with. Like I've had friends that snowboard that literally snowboard like skiers.
Yeah.
Because they just have a different agenda. Like they like different types of terrain. And I have friends that ski, but like really they just ski well enough to get to like some sort of obstacle in a park.
To just
like a feature.
Like
feature
a
in park.
park rider, you can be like an amazing park rider and suck on like some terrain.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
vice versa.
For sure.
Obviously.
For sure.
Like,
yeah.
he's a really good skier. Well, does that mean he's like, he can shred on like.
Yeah, like in what capacity?
Yeah. Or no, he can do a 720.
Yeah.
Like that's insane. I'm too afraid. I've never had the balls to hit like a huge kicker.
Really?
Have you hit a huge kicker?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Do you still do it?
Occasionally.
Really?
Yeah, I don't go out of my way for it, but
Do you
like.
straight air it or do you like throw a little
I can do some stuff.
tweak in there?
I do some stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Any spins?
Yeah.
360?
Yeah. No, just just like a quarter.
180.
Yeah. No, not even. Just a quarter.
Just
Then
a quarter
crash
and land sideways.
Yeah. That's my trick. No, I do. I grew up, first I was just kind of like most kids, just hot dogging it with my friends.
Yeah.
And then I raced for years. And then, whoa.
Whoa.
And, I didn't expect that.
Oh, great.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Skiing.
You raced and then
Yeah. And that was awesome. I only did that because the closest freestyle team was like up at National Sports Academy.
Yeah.
And my parents were going to send me, but I was like, I won't see any of my friends. I'm like, that sounds like it sucks. So I didn't go. And then in college, I actually blew out my ACL in my left knee on a rest day when I was supposed to be not ski racing.
Oof.
I was in the park with my friends, like hot dogging it with the like team cinematographer.
Yeah.
Trying to look rad.
You're like, yeah, this rad trick.
Pretty much. And actually, I didn't crash then either. I just landed weird in like a carve and popped my ACL. I didn't even know I tore it until the next day.
Oh.
I was like, that's weird. My knee feels all like it feels loose, but like it doesn't really hurt. I'm like, whatever.
Your knee's like, nothing's right. I'm torn.
Yeah, 100%. But
that was the same thing when I tore my hammy.
Yeah, you like when something tears off completely, it's usually, I think, I'm not a surgeon, but it seems like it might be easier to fix too, because reattaching something, there's like a clear path as to like how you do it versus like trying to mend a tear where it's like you can't always sew a partial tear, I guess maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I didn't get any surgery for that hamstring tear. It's because it wasn't bad enough, but it was still like, that was actually right before our first rock boat.
Oh wait, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, so I was on crutches until like the moment we got on the boat.
That's right. You were just talking about that actually somewhere. You were telling me you were like psyched to like finally move around a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was being careful before the boat because I knew like we're getting on a boat.
Right.
And I was like, I can bring my crutches on if I have to, but I really did not want to bring those crutches on the freaking cruise ship.
No.
And be like, ugh.
Not a great stage look either.
No, it's not. I mean, I definitely wouldn't have used them on stage, but just for,
prop you up like a marionette.
And it was just the first 2 days I was just limping around a little bit, but then I was like, and then I started taking the stairs and stuff.
Nice.
It's great.
That's cool.
But good timing on that.
Yeah.
So much Taco Bell on that tour. Dude, like wait,
is that the one with the vouchers?
I've
heard about
feed
this.
the beat.
Yeah.
It was like, it was like $105 cards, like gift cards to Taco Bell.
How many?
100.
Oh, you had that
of the 5.
Oh.
Maybe it could have been. I don't even know. It was just too many cards, all a low amount of money. So you have to like, how many cards do we need for this Taco Bell? So we ate so much Taco Bell.
What was your go-to Taco Bell order?
Nachos Bel Grande with no tomato. Because the tomatoes suck as Taco Bell.
They're not tomatoes.
They're like
it's
tomato
like
substitute.
Yeah, it's like someone already chewed on them or something.
Where do they get
They're
those?
always warm. It's weird.
No, it's wrong. It's wrong. And then I always get a cheesy gordita crunch.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn,
but I don't get it any. That's what I used to get. I try not to eat Taco Bell anymore.
Dude, I haven't had Taco Bell forever, but I'll tell you, when I was in high school, I'd go and I could not stop eating. I would start off with like 6 soft taco supremes. And then get a 7-layer burrito, and then go straight to the chalupas.
See, I could see you. That's like right up your style. Like you get the number 10 where it's like everything.
Yeah.
Like I'll get 17 tacos.
Just one of each thing off the menu.
Off the value menu.
Off the value menu.
Like I spent $7 and I had 8,000 calories.
That's right. I can climb Mount Everest now.
For real though. I mean, when you're on the road and when you're hungry, sometimes it just hits right.
Oh, for sure.
The next day it hits wrong, but
it's not good.
But you still, I know I went off in 1,000 different tangents, but
that's right.
I was talking to you about which sport you wanted to play the rest of your life.
Oh, yeah.
But this one goes along with this. It's just more musically. If you could only play one keyboard, and this can be a piano or a keyboard for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Piano. Acoustic piano. Yeah. Yeah.
I figured you were going to say that.
It's got to be, because everything else, no matter how good it is just an imitation keyboard. It's just an imitation piano.
And then it'll get outdated.
Yeah.
If it's digital.
Since we're making stuff up, I would assume that the thing I choose gets permanent firmware updates. Like it's not going to break.
Well, a piano, not the acoustic piano.
Right. Not that. I meant like, so here's the thing for like a working musician.
Yeah.
There's certain Actually, there's not even certain rigs that I think you should have. You should have whatever you're comfortable playing on
Right,
that gets the
yeah.
job done, period. Doesn't matter. I don't like having like, spitting matches over gear. It's ridiculous.
Oh
Like,
yeah, no,
it doesn't matter. Who cares? Like even with studio stuff, like people get so bent up on like what did you use? You know what I mean? It's like I don't care. And I've said this 100 times.
Yeah.
If you record something with a banana and it sounds good,
It sounds
sick.
good.
Like
Yeah.
I don't care. Like I might ask because I'm curious, but I'll go. Like,
People put way too much weight into gear.
yeah, for
in
sure.
general. I mean,
for
like,
sure.
just play a good song.
Yeah, as long as it sounds good. I mean, people, they spend so much time worrying about every detail. And then you see like Jack Stratton make a pancake and put it on the album.
Exactly.
And you're just like, oh, that sounds awesome.
Oh my God, that's the best sounding pancake I've ever heard.
Buttermilk, delicious.
Did he use a Neumann U87 to record that? Or what? Hey, how'd you make those pancakes, Jack?
Betty Crocker, it's so warm. But yeah, dude, acoustic piano, because there's just something about playing an organic instrument where you're actually generating the sound and there's moving parts.
Hitting strings.
And it's weird to say that though, too, because as a keyboardist, my biggest gripe is always like, when you play a piano, you're so out of touch with the thing generating the sound. Like you press a key.
Hammer.
Yeah. And like this crazy Rube Goldberg invention thing happens, like 88, like lines down in the algorithm, a hammer, it's like all these things happen in like a millisecond. And then this hammer just goes, duh, like that and hits a string. Yeah. And I mean, you're so detached from that. Whereas like guitarists, you're literally touching and manipulating the thing that generates the sound.
That's true.
A saxophone, like you're bending the reed with there's an embouchure, like you're holding it and feeling the vibration. Pianists, we don't change the strings ourselves. We don't tune them ourselves. No. Hardly ever. We just sit down and sometimes like chase the mice out of them and then just start playing it. And we're like, no,
the mice out.
Like this is a pretty good one. Like 84 of the 88 keys work. Like thanks, boss.
Because there's always like a dead or an out of tune,
Bro,
a bunch of out of tune keys.
It's so many gigs like that.
Well, and they're like, oh, we have a piano. And then you go and
we just got it tuned. And then it's like, pause. 6 years ago, we just got it tuned. I got a funny story about that.
Yes,
actually.
please.
But yeah, like the acoustic piano as it is, to play it well, you have to like, there's a lot of imagination and acting almost to try to like really connect with it and draw more emotion out of it. Cause it's like, if you believe you're doing it, like hopefully maybe the audience also hears it a little bit.
Yeah.
Even though some of the things you're trying to do are like literally not possible.
Yeah. It's like you'd have to like get under the hood, under the cover. And
yeah.
like,
Actually,
start plucking strings.
You can, but still like, I would never want to play like any of my classical repertoire on a digital. It sucks. It's like playing a digital kit.
It's like, yeah. Like, I'm not even a drummer. And like when I play a digital kit,
it's
I'm
awful.
Like, oh, this is
terrible.
This is stupid. I
no,
feel like an idiot.
It's silly.
I get it for like, there's really nice digital kits out there, and I see like the DW one. It's like
right,
super nice, like
but they're
10K.
still fake. They're fake.
It is. The only thing it's good for, I will say, is if you got to be like, if you get a wedding band,
yeah,
and you have some loud. But if grandma's gonna be like pissed off, she can barely hear already, and she wants to talk to the family,
right?
And if you got, Animal coming in there hitting the snare drum or crash cymbals like crazy. Some people want that. Like you have to want a band. Like we want a band for our wedding.
For an in-ear mix or something like that. I mean, if you're playing wedding repertoire, which generally is like, I don't know, kind of lousy in my opinion. Anyway.
Whoa.
That's
like, not lousy, but
I mean, well, no, I mean, like, if you're gonna play Uptown Funk, like no one really cares
if you got an E-kit
about anything as long as they can dance. No, really. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Uptown Funk you up. Yeah.
I'm not, no shade to any of that scene. I'm just saying.
Not at all. The only problem I will say with the E-kits, other than like, I'm saying like all the good things is like you can be quieter, but sometimes it's too quiet. I can hear the drummer hitting the plastic.
Oh, for sure. Totally.
So I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Kind of like, it's like click, 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 click,
yeah.
click, click, click.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of a trade-off.
It's like secretary.
But we expect you to just play these digital pianos, but we don't expect all these drummers to play these VR
You don't have
kits.
a choice though. Like it'd be cool to always have like the actual thing.
Yeah.
But
I know.
It's not practical. And also like in a lot of band scenarios, it doesn't matter that much. Like I really firmly believe that like if you're playing in a loud rock band,
yeah,
like it's pretty difficult to not find decent samples of all the instruments that you're going to need that are keyed instruments. As
Especially in a rock band, yeah. Because like the thing is, like
everything's so loud.
It is loud, and it's like I'm just trying to cut.
You're not getting nuance.
You're trying to cut through the mix. Like, it's a classical piece. I'm gonna hear his foot go off the pedal.
Well, yeah, no, there's nuance, you know, and like in a rock band, there's nuance, but at like a different level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just don't, you know.
Yeah, everything's compressed.
Like if anyone's ever like, I don't bring my Leslie out anymore. If anyone's ever like, you know, I can tell that your Hammond's DI and that's not a real Leslie. It's like, no, you can't. Like, I know you can't.
That would
you
be
can't.
a lie.
It's just, it's too close. Even the bad ones are good.
I know, especially now. It's 2025.
Right.
I mean, you've been doing this for a long time. What year did you start? Like,
You start
playing piano when you were really young. I know that.
For sure.
Classical. Your mom taught you classical?
Yeah, she's a nasty classical pianist and a teacher.
Awesome. Having a parent.
I just thought it was normal. I thought like everyone played the piano. Seriously.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
Like it's normal to me.
It was cool.
It's just another thing you do.
It was cool. I mean, it's hard to practice when your mom knows like every note of everything you're playing. She'd be like outside and she'd be like, that's a B flat, not a B natural. And I'm just like, how do you hear
Come on,
this?
bro. Well, that's really good for your ear.
I recorded myself playing, like practicing once.
Yeah.
And then played the tape back and then snuck outside through the doggy doors to go play. So it sounded like I was practicing.
It sounds like a straight out of like Home Alone or something.
It was very Kevin McAllister. You guys give up or you're thirsty for more.
They pull the blanket off and it's like, it's just a pillow.
Yeah. Just Michael Jordan on a train going in a circle.
Oh yeah. That's a great scene.
Yeah.
It's a party scene.
That's right.
Yeah. The guitar, you're literally touching the strings.
It's the best.
But I mean, it's grass is always greener because I wish I was better at look at this. It's a pile of pianos over here.
It's true. It really is.
There's a pile of keyboards over here.
It's cool.
Well, one's a MIDI controller. That one's like a house piano or house keyboard.
Yeah.
Because it's got like
weighted keys.
It's got weighted keys. And I got one with the speakers built in because I want to put that downstairs.
You don't have to use speakers if you don't want to.
And it's a cheapie. And I use the MIDI
even those
controller.
now, dude, like even inexpensive weighted key pianos are great. People ask me a lot, like for their kids or students.
Yeah.
Like I need a good, and I'm like, dude, get a Casio Privia. They're awesome.
That's the Yamaha equivalent of. I was gonna go get a Privia.
They're so cheap, and they're not bad at all.
They had this one used for $250.
Nice. Yeah, I used to have something similar to that actually.
And it's got a music stand on it, so
Nice.
I can throw my iPad up there and try to be better at piano.
Yeah.
Try to learn some Billy Joel songs.
But dude, the advantage is, and this is something else too, with you being a guitarist, not only are you playing the real thing, you always have your instrument.
Right.
Like I was saying that to Mikey too. I'm like, dude, think about it. I'm like, you always can play your instrument.
You can bring
if
it.
I don't bring, even if I bring my rig that I love to play, I can do any show on my rig. I feel like I can do anything with it.
Oh, absolutely.
It's still not the real thing. It's still not any of the real instruments that I'm actually playing.
No,
like it's weird,
it's
right?
Trippy.
We're always playing a substitute, or we're going somewhere and hoping that the thing that they promised us was great is still actually great. Like I played jazz gigs before where they're like, there might not be a key working, and it's like D4, like the key right in the middle next to middle C.
Like I need that.
Like you play it and it dies every time, so you play past and you have to like pull it back up before you play it again.
Oh,
do that for 3 hours. Neato.
Ugh.
Yeah.
See, there's so many pros and cons. Like it's like, oh yeah, you're not going to break a string, but you got to deal with the key that's going to stick down.
So that piano that I'm thinking of right now, picturing the same dude, he bought this thing and it was like a cool historic piano. And I sat on he had an old throne, like a stool, kind of like this drum stool, like a drum throne. And it broke. And I was like, I don't weigh that much. Like,
no,
it broke. And I was like, damn, that sucks. And he's like, it's okay. It's old. He's like, but the piano's in great shape. And then I discovered the dead key. And then there was like a hanging damper, meaning like you play a string and it just sustains permanently.
Oh, that's like when I plug my sustain pedal in or if I plug my sustain pedal into the keyboard while I hold it down.
Polarity's reversed. Yeah. But like, so this piano had tons of stuff wrong with it. But then the kicker was I came back the next week and he had moved it. It was an upright. And he was like, I didn't like the way the back of the piano looked. I thought it looked ugly, was his quote. So he drilled purple sheetrock to the back of the piano.
Oh.
And he's like, I fixed it. He's like, it looks better now or something like that. And I was like, I didn't have the heart to tell him. I was like, bro, that's like my inner monologue was like, holy crap. That's where the sound comes out of. he's always bragging this like historic piano that was gifted to him.
So you tripping?
I'm like, you ruined it. That's like,
it just made me go.
Yeah, it's like taking your like acoustic guitar and playing it inside a sleeping bag. You're like, there. Like now only I can hear it. Like I was like, dude, you ruined it.
He's like, you're in the club.
Yeah.
He's like, I like to put the purple sheetrock on there.
Yeah. So I did my best, like, oh, like that. Hey, that's good idea. Nice job. I'm gonna go play for I don't know who now because no one's gonna be able to hear me.
That's
for real.
so bizarre.
It was awesome. I love it.
See, that's shit.
Such a poor choice.
God damn.
It's like getting a new car and slashing the tires. It's like, what? Why?
Oh, that hurt. That hurt me when you told me. Like at first, I was like, blah, blah,
he was
blah.
stoked that it was purple too. He's like, it looks good, right? I was like, yeah, like a wall. Awesome. Let's put some posters on the back.
It doesn't look like Prince would play it or something.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a purple bass over there, but it's just because that's what I was able to get.
Yeah, but it's not sheetrock, so.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be sheetrock in there.
Could be.
I don't know. It's old.
Hey, maybe sheetrock sounds really good. Maybe he was like ahead of his time.
Oh yeah, he runs this big studio in New York City now.
That's right.
He's known for his innovative
drywall?
work. His
Yeah.
innovative drywall work.
He's like, you might not like it, but your kids will.
But your kids will.
Yeah.
Back to the Future.
That's right.
Marvin Berry,
That sound you've been looking for.
listen to this.
Yeah.
That's crazy that Chuck Berry got his sound from Michael J. Fox.
Dude, have you ever seen footage of him with Keith Richards? It's
You mean
hilarious.
when he's like, you're doing it wrong.
When they're just arguing?
Yeah, he's like, you're wrong.
It's the most
You're wrong.
uncomfortable thing ever.
The funny thing is he's really doing it wrong.
Oh, totally. 100%.
And Chuck Berry's right.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And he's like, no, it's this. And
Yeah.
he just can't get it.
Oh, totally.
I'm just like,
There was parts of that conversation where they're both wrong. And I feel like the whole band is just exhausted. They're just sitting there like, here we go.
oh my God. Have you ever, I know you've seen the thing with where he's playing with John Lennon and Yoko.
Oh, God, yeah.
And
I
he's
love
literally
that.
like, the
And-
face is a meme. I think he's like,
Yeah, Yoko goes in like all the way. And he's like, I'm surprised he played through that and didn't like throw something, honestly.
I mean, I guess kudos to him for being professional, but
I mean, he never was any other time, seemingly. He just says what he wants. He was notorious for
I know.
that, right?
He
He let that slide.
and he like pee and stuff. Like, yeah,
That was crazy though. Dude, you know what?
they turned her mic off during that performance because she was like,
I'm surprised she
wouldn't
could
play.
tell. I mean, she sings like she's.
It's one of those things you see when you're like, how is this real?
I love it. It's the best. I was once at a reggae fest in Maine, and there was a dude that was like trying to play flute with all the bands. And it turned out that like he wasn't part of any of the bands, and he just like he would show up to like all their festivals. It was at Sugarloaf, and the engineers would just turn his mic off, or they'd give him a mic, and it was like not plugged in.
Yeah,
and he was just raging in that mic.
that's like a harmonica guy thing usually.
Yeah, yeah.
It's happened to our band. I don't know if we were a 3-piece then still, but I feel like we were playing at Nanola one time, and like some guy was like, "Oh, I got my harmonicas."
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey, if you play harmonica, don't just get up with a band.
Yeah.
Like it's cool, play harmonica, but do it. Just ask permission, or actually, if you're at a show and you bring your harmonica, don't bring your harmonicas to anybody else's show.
True.
Open mic, you can bring them, or if somebody asked you.
Yeah. And it's only in G. So how many songs you guys got in G?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and make sure you bring the right keys.
I didn't bring my harmonica capo.
harmonica capo.
Harmonica po.
There's a lot of people. There's been a lot of discussion about capos on the internet recently. A lot of guitar players have been, a lot of fusion guys have been like hating on capos,
Dude,
saying you must have baby hands if you use a capo or shit like that. Like, I'm just like, okay, well, when I want to change the key of a song that I don't feel like singing,
I mean, I don't play guitar, but honestly, my only complaint about capos would be like, know what key you're playing in.
yeah,
Because I've had people write me charts.
they're like, these are my capoed.
No. And they're like, this is what key the song's in. And then they sing also. So they'll change the key
Yeah,
at the show and not tell you, which is fine. I can hang with that. But like they'll change the key, but then they'll tell you the new key that they're playing in to be considerate. But then also they either forget they have a capo on or they put a capo on. So now you've got a chart in one key with like direct information saying they're in a different key. And then they start playing it in like a third key. And I'm like
Transposing in
frozen.
real time.
I'm like, wait, what am I hearing? Because sometimes like the first chord might not sound wrong, but it's not the right chord either. And you're just like, wait, that's not, maybe did he write the wrong? I'm like, oh, it's not in either of the keys. Okay, cool.
It's
Got
totally
it.
disorienting.
Yeah. But anyway, I mean, other than that, like, who cares? I've stopped caring about everything when it comes to music.
Ever.
No. Really. Here's
no, because the rules, I feel like once you learn, you can say bye rules.
But not even. So music there's this weird phenomenon where like we always associate it with the process or like the information, where people will obsess about theory or technique or something unrelated to the product, right?
Right.
We don't really do that with other stuff. Like food, for example. People eat stuff that tastes good constantly without even knowing what's in it.
Right.
Like literally not knowing. Like most people have a favorite food, and if it's something that didn't grow on a tree, you can ask them like, what's in it? And they're like, I don't know. Like, I think probably sugar and like salt and flour. Like, I don't know.
Powder.
Yeah. So, I mean, but when it comes to music, everyone gets bent up on the process more than the actual product, when really the thing that's important is the product. Like, I really don't care if you're playing a guitar with a piano with your elbows with drumsticks. If it sounds rad, you're doing it. And if it sounds appropriate for what like the people are there for, that's that. And I think, you know, it's cool to learn stuff in school or like from a method book or whatever method you desire to help you achieve your goal. But like, you've got to understand that that's not what it's about. Like, people get bent up on reading music. Like, I read music, obviously. Like, it's important, but it's, if you can do it without, like, who cares? It's all about the product. The people, at the end of the day, folks listening to you, whether it's a recording or a live show, they just want to hear what you're doing, and it needs to sound good and connect with them. Right. Especially since they probably paid money to come see it.
That's also true.
Or like they didn't, and you're there by coincidence, and you certainly don't want to ruin their experience if it's like a restaurant or something.
Exactly.
And like, they really don't care where your degree is from, what chord substitution you used, what fingering you're using. If you have a capo or 10 capos.
Yeah, I have 14 capos.
14 capos. If you have a capo and it's not even on your guitar, if your neighbor's daughter's uncle's dog's stepsister has a capo, like, no one cares.
This is reminding me of, what's his name? Jonathan Cain, the guy from that show who walks in and he's always like, you ever sat on a beetle? Or like, you know, what
like
is
Ringo? Like,
like an actual, you know, or he'll be like, ever been mountain biking and he'll walk into
oh,
the
yeah,
helmet?
yeah.
Is his name John Cain?
Oh, yeah. From, I forget the show.
The show. It's like,
have someone from your staff look that
yeah,
up.
hey, can you look that up, Travis? John Cain.
Is it Travis? Is that...
Oh, yeah, you didn't know my name.
Travis. Is
You didn't know my name.
Travis. With a T, right?
Let's talk. No, I'm wrong. Well, anyway.
But yeah, but
there's
like,
that guy.
No, it doesn't matter. Music's art, right? But somehow like we forget that, and it turns into like, are people I think everyone assumes that people are concerned about how you're doing it versus what it is that you're doing. And in some cases, that's true. I see that a lot with like the jazz community. Like, if you could be doing something super rad.
Yeah.
And I see people like trash talk it because they're like, well, he's not, or she's not doing it this way or that way, or like the album.
Like, it's wrong.
And it's like, who cares? It's like, do you like it? They're like, well, yeah, I mean, kind of, but like Miles didn't do it. It's like, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? And guess what? Like, those dudes probably would have respected you more if you weren't doing it exactly like them all the time. Like, do it like them, you know, maybe if you want to, or that's your thing, or you're learning it that way. But at the end of the day, you're going to play the best if you play like you. And what you sound like is a sum of your technical ability, life experiences, and the things that you are interested in. And if you're not leaning into that, you're just constantly like living a lie. And that's a weird thing to live up to. And you're never going to really love your playing because you're like, you can't meet an expectation that doesn't really exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, you got to play like yourself and realize that it's art. Music is ear art. It's just art for your ears. And it's like, you really need to just play and learn it however it makes sense to you.
Exactly.
And not worry about if other people are going to know how you're producing the final product.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've literally, like, in the past, learning all this stuff, there's been times where I've gotten in the way of myself by trying to play a certain way, technique wise.
Yeah.
and I just couldn't quite deliver it that way. But I knew like, well, Horowitz does it that way, so it must be right. It's like, no, it was right for him.
Right.
Like I'm not built like that dude or whatever.
Everybody, no, but it's so true. Like your style is different. It's unique to you.
Yeah.
Plus you don't want to be a carbon copy of
dude,
anybody, right?
Because it's like playing a cover. Whenever like you play a cover of a song, I always feel like you should play it more like yourself and lean into that, because you're never going to live up to the expectation of an album cut live, period.
Right.
It's not going to sound the same.
You got to do your own thing with it to a degree.
So the same thing, like if the only person I ever listened to was Coltrane, like you might be able to hear that in my playing, but you should still hear my interpretation of it. Otherwise, it's just, it's cheesy. It's like,
because you don't want to hear just people's influences.
Yeah.
Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah, I mean, it becomes it's too derivative, and then all of a sudden, it's a bad tribute act versus sincerity.
Exactly, and I think a lot of like a crazy thing that's happening now is people don't listen to new music. It's like I think 5% of music that's listened to, not even maybe, is newer.
Yeah,
and it's like we have this huge back catalog of music.
It's ridiculous, and it's all available too.
Yeah,
for better or worse.
And people are like, "Wow." One of the things, like they're like, "Oh, my streaming numbers. Well, this sucks. AI is going to take over this, that, and the other." I'm like, do you realize how little people are listening to new music anyway? I mean, like,
well, yeah, and a lot of the new music. No, this is dangerous because it sounds like I'm throwing shade on music. I'm not at all. Some of the things I hear that I think is kind of like what you're talking about is over time, certain scenes and genres have gotten watered down to just the things that people respond to the best from those genres. It's like, oh, cool. This genre is interesting, but I like when they play funky stuff and soul a lot and like use synths. So like one person will hear that from the first generation of those bands and like take that. Then the next person will hear that and be like, that's cool, but not know where it's from originally or what the original influences were. Then the next person will take, so it gets narrowed down to just that one specific thing.
Well, it's kind of like the blues scene is like that.
Yeah.
It's just kind of become a caricature.
Yeah.
I love blues. Okay. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
But like, see what I love about not knowing, like not being in the jazz world is when I can go watch you or go, I'm just like, there's no preconceived notions. I just enjoy it for exactly what it is, which is fucking awesome.
That's the best.
Because like if I go see a rock band or whatever, it's like, oh, this, that,
right.
But like that's just not how I grew up, and so it's awesome to go see. I'm so impressed by things like that are, when you can't do something like, or I'm like, that's just, I didn't learn how to do it like that. When I see you play piano like that, or I see your stand-up bass player, I'm just like, even drums, I'm like, oh damn, this is a whole like, I can play rock on drums, but I cannot play jazz drums.
But I think you could if you don't approach it from a place of like academia. So in other words, if you just listen to it for like a month, you would start to connect with the things that you knew you could do. And that would become part of your vocabulary. And then you'd build off of that. I think the main problem people have is that they think there's a set system that you have to progress through in order to learn how to play a genre.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's certainly systems that help. And there's like, if you go through each subgenre of that category of music, like systematically, historically, chronological order, like, it'll help you understand it. But like, that's not necessarily the best path for everybody.
Right.
And I think if you do learn all that stuff, I think the best sound for you is like when you start to remember that the theory and all that is an explanation of the thing you're doing and not the tools for it. Like the music came first, the theory is the explanation of it. So it's like
sometimes like music
just
theory,
play.
If you're too focused on theory, it'll get in your way.
Yeah, it's not the music. Imagine trying to, like right now, having a conversation and you're just processing grammar and vocabulary and spelling. We would sound so weird, like weirder than we already sound. Perhaps,
that's impossible. Like it is a time.
Yeah, I mean, next time you get up and walk somewhere, really focus on balancing and walking and like foot strike. I mean, you'll look like a lunatic.
Now I'm going to focus on breathing.
But that's how people play, though. People play. Like, I know so many people that are wicked creative, and they're like, I could never play that way on an instrument. I'm like, yeah, you could. Like, just play stuff, and like, if it sounds good, stay there. And don't do stuff that sounds bad.
And that's the thing where I'm like, it's not like I could never do it, but like, it's just a different thing that I didn't focus on when I was coming up in music. Like, if I wanted to start playing jazz right now, yeah, I got an ES 335 right there. I mean, I can put that on the neck pickup. Yeah, I can plug into my amp clean, and I know jazz chords. I can play jazz guitar okay.
But even that, like drawing upon a vocabulary of like jazz chords, as long as you're playing stuff that sounds good in that moment, it's what it's supposed to be, period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People will categorize your music for you because no one can do anything without categorizing it.
I know, and that's like that's like with Wild Adriatic. Like,
Yeah, like what is it?
There was like a lot of blues talk about blues influences, and that's how he started playing. Like, you know, with like a lot of blues, kind of bigger blues groups and stuff, and opening for like Samantha Fish or like whatever. Like and it's just like, whoa, we're like it's not our. We have elements of that, but that's not our whole thing.
People, I mean,
it's almost a hindrance.
We're brainwashed to categorize stuff.
It's a hindrance though, because if you don't fit in well somewhere,
well, you can't market stuff. That's the problem.
So it's hard. Like, so I just be like rock and soul. I don't know. We're just, you know, so it's hard when you don't fit right into a thing that's like, oh, this is black and white. This is blues. No, it's like, it's hard. People don't know what to do with you.
Yeah. I mean, I think some of the most successful bands that have been around for a while or create a big buzz just kind of develop an audience, and that's their category. It's like they make their category with that. They somehow like slip through the cracks where they're not doing one thing long enough for people to pin them down, and then all of a sudden they have an audience. I see that a lot. That's kind of cool. I don't know how frequently that happens, but I've seen it with certain bands. But like,
no, it's true. Like,
it's tough though.
I don't know if this is a great example, but like Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Dude does not play one kind of music.
True.
Never wrote one kind specifically.
True.
Totally changed.
But he sounds like him all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but like, I've been listening to so much because that documentary came out this year.
Yeah.
And it's like, 5 hours of just.
I still haven't watched that.
That's so good. Watch that Billy Joel documentary on HBO Max. It's really good. I can't remember what it's called, but oh my God. I've been listening to him nonstop since I watched it.
Really?
Because I just, I grew up, my mom was an Elton John fan.
Oh, nice.
So we listened to Elton John all the time.
Yeah.
And it was either like your household was an Elton John household or it was a Billy Joel household.
Yeah, that's true.
What's that? I'm like, I even said this to her in the last couple of weeks. I'm like, where was Billy when I was growing up? Like, why couldn't, I'm like, you would love some of this, like on The Stranger, that his first like big album there. I'm like, you would love this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. But I guess there was like a really, Elton was a little first, and they don't even sound alike to me.
No, my God,
totally different.
It's funny. I don't really listen to either one of them. I never have. I mean, which is odd. I appreciate him, but I just
just because my mom, I listen to a ton of Elton.
Yeah,
like even like Elton into the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah.
Like he had the song called Original Sin, like 2001. I don't know, just listening to these random like new Elton John tracks that no one's heard of. But I really like the Billy stuff because he does. It's like jazz rock, a lot of it.
Yep.
And then it's like just straight up rock.
Yeah.
And then he did that classic thing in the 90s where he's like world music.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
In the middle of the night.
Dude, how come everyone was obsessed with Zydeco music for a little while in the 90s? What was that?
Let's break it down.
That was weird.
So we were becoming a more culture.
It's like as soon as hummus hit the grocery stores, it was that same era. Then it was like everything was like sun-dried tomato flavored for a minute.
Yeah.
And then like roasted red pepper.
Who did it? Like,
and
who
then everyone's like,
it?
There's
Peter Gabriel? Was it him or was it Peter? Like, I feel like with in your, like, there was tons of like,
might have been, I don't know. I think it was,
I mean, I'm sure
there's got to be a secret society that's in control of like,
but did he bring it into the mainstream? Like, cause I just remember like trends. In Your Eyes, there's like a lot of like earth, like, like that's literally, it's not literally that, but it's
sure.
In the
Sting
song.
did it too.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sting is a big.
But he reached like he went Middle Eastern. Yeah, he sounded like he was in the desert.
Just rose,
yeah, it's like someone needed to get him water. That was actually, he was being held prisoner somewhere, and that was like a plea for help. He just wanted water.
Hey, everybody, it's Sting on here. I just want. If you're listening to this podcast, we got Sting right here.
That's right. Yeah. Imagine if he's listening to this.
He's not.
He might be.
Sting, where you at?
It won't be. It will say Gordy.
Gordon Come on the podcast.
That's right.
Please.
I dare you.
We can play all the world music you want.
That's right.
I'll have a djembe, a rain stick, and I don't know. What's another good world music instrument?
Like a stick. Just a stick.
Just a stick.
Some rocks.
Some clink, clink, clink.
Anything. Anything's an instrument, bro.
But like,
the wind.
It's true. It's in River of Dreams. There's wind for sure. Like by Billy Joel. The whole album, not the whole album, but like the big. So when I was, that song came out in like 1990, 91 maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that. So I was like really little. I was born in 88. That was like the first song I like remember being, I'll never like remember being a huge hit, but I was, cause it's my age.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I saw it on TV.
Yeah.
And
Was he on a bridge? I remember the video. Was he on a bridge?
No, this was a live performance.
Oh.
I thought it was SNL, but it wasn't, because I went to look for it like recently.
Yeah.
It was just some other TV, but he has the choir, and
everyone did it. Paul Simon did it too.
Dude, I know.
That was the thing.
The thing.
I mean, it's cool because there's like, okay, let's reach out to other cultures. But like, it was all kind of the same. Like everyone went to the same depth. They're like, that's enough.
Yeah. They're like, okay. Yeah.
Like, dude, I ate hummus today. I'm an explorer now.
I drank dirty water.
Yeah. I have a safari hat.
I have a safari hat.
Yeah.
I have a reggae hat. I have a Rasta hat.
But I mean, yeah, that was a thing. That's really interesting. And you're right. People do kind of fall in one category or the other. I don't know. I listened to.
And you must remember it better because you were a lot more alive than me.
Well, yeah, and I have an older sister during that era.
Exactly.
So I was listening to all her music and stuff that, like
you were getting cultured as fuck.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, my mom has a wild vinyl collection, actually.
Oh, yeah, you know lots of crazy shit.
Wild. And I think that's kind of why, I don't know, that definitely contributed to like the music I enjoy listening to. But I'd go from, this is funny. I cleaned out bunch of my drawers and stuff yesterday. And I still have from 5th grade, I have a Mozart t-shirt.
Fuck yeah.
And it's got Mozart. I should have wore it actually. It's sleeveless. It's not really.
You got a lot of great tees.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess so. I threw out a lot yesterday.
Oh no.
Maybe I should have donated them
to me.
I could.
They wouldn't fit.
They might. So, but I had a Mozart tee, and it was like, it's like airbrushed, and on the back it has all his like the places he played. Like it's a tour shirt.
Oh, that's dope.
Like Mozart, Amadeus, like world tour. And I don't know what possessed me to cut the sleeves off. Like, was I going to the gym in this shirt? But like, I used to listen to exclusively like Mozart and stuff. So I'd be on the bus and people are listening to like MC Hammer, like Vanilla Ice. And I've got like, I'm listening to like Mozart's Requiem in the back seat, like staring out the window. And I have my little piano key gloves on.
Oh my God, that's hilarious, dude.
But like, people would ask me, they're like, what are you listening to? Teachers would ask.
Yeah.
And I'd tell them and they'd think I was kidding.
Like, fucking nerd.
And no, they'd get like aggravated. Like I was being a wise ass, like Mozart. And they're just like, why won't he tell me? Like, what Poison album are you listening to? Poison? And I'm like,
for me, I'm like, are you listening to 50 Cent? You're like, what Poison album?
Yeah. I'm like, no, yeah. But I'm like, no, it's Mozart for real. Or like, oh no, I'm listening to Van Cliburn play Chopin. They're like, what?
That's my favorite piece.
But I'd go from that to like my mom's vinyl collection, which had like Bitches Brew, like Miles Davis Bitches Brew, and like Zeppelin and the Doors. But she had like the Flock and Quicksilver Messenger Service, and with
you were exposed to good shit
like Joni Mitchell, Ricky Lee Jones, Santana, like some of the stuff you'd expect, but like some weird deep cut like 60s rock stuff too. The original Blood, Sweat and Tears.
Was your mom a Gordon Lightfoot fan?
Not really. No. She was like, she's super opinionated with music.
I bet.
It's pretty funny actually. Now that I think, I don't know how. I've never really said that out loud, but it's hilarious. Like I know if you play something for her, like, when you're a kid, sometimes you like show your parents your music because you're like, oh, like you want them to hear it. You're like, I think they're going to like this. She'd just be like, that's terrible. Like, that's awful. This is bad music. She's like, here's good music. Luckily, the stuff she would hand me would be rad.
That's
She's
how
like,
it feels though. Do you feel that way? Sometimes you're like, hey, you know what? This is bad. You should check this out.
Oh, for sure. But she would straight up like, during like the Spin Doctors, like Blues Traveler era, I'd be listening to something and I'm like, oh, The Hook, like this song's rad. And she's like, here's a Paul Butterfield blues band album. She's like, if you want to hear real musicians playing I'm like, damn. okay. And I'd listen
Talking
to it.
shit about Popper?
No, she loves him and he's awesome. But like still, she's hearing, a pop version of a song, a radio version of like something, a radio cut off the album, we'll call it. And she's like, listen to this. And I put on like Paul Butterfield Blues Band, put on like East West. This is epic, crazy, like psychedelic blues adventure. And I'm just like, whoa, like this is heavy. Like my mom, like 2 minutes ago, we were planning on going to the opera.
She's like, here, take this tab of acid.
Basically. Actually, there was a while she didn't think she was allowed back in Canada because she jumped on a flight in college with some dude that she met and some of her friends to go to Canada to like see a show or something. And it turned out he was like an acid dealer.
Oh, perfect.
And the Mounties like raided the cabin they were staying in. And she was just like, hi. She's like, I'm just here. Like she didn't know what to say. And they were like, they're like, that's fine. They're like, we want you to leave. And we're going to ask that you don't ever come back. And she was like, you got it. So I had like a soccer tournament in 5th grade in like Laval. And I remember her kind of jokingly saying, she's like, geez, I hope I'm allowed in. She was like really worried about it as if
She should have just worn the glasses and the nose and the fake mustache.
Fake mustache.
Like, it's not me.
Yeah. I'm not Carolyn. I'm Marilyn.
I'm Marilyn.
Yeah. But yeah, it was cool because I'd go from one extreme to the other.
Yeah, I'm like, I get that though. Like she was probably, and I feel like our parents' generation, they're just more apt to like just say what they feel rather than,
Well, there was less stuff to listen to. So whatever was popular was like the thing, period. There wasn't like, what category of music listener or fan do you fall into? Like what scene? It was all like, there was like 2 genres pretty much, popular genres on the radio.
Yeah.
Not even.
I mean, that's the thing is like, so my mom will occasionally like show me like, stuff from her. She's like, oh, I listened to this, growing up. And the other day she was showing me like some random Gordon Lightfoot song. She's like, you should play some Gordon Lightfoot. I'm like, people do ask me to play Gordon Lightfoot. So
yeah, be cool.
I'm like, yeah, what should I play? She shows me the song, If You Could Read My Mind. Do you know that song?
Probably.
It's like, so I hear it and what's that Whitney Houston song? Greatest Love of All.
Yeah.
You know how that went? No one they take from me. I can't sing too much or else it'll get fucking flagged on YouTube.
Right.
YouTube. But that's a straight ripoff from If You Could Read My Mind by Gordon Lightfoot.
Oh, really?
And they actually got the guy who composed that song but for Whitney Houston, he actually got sued.
Did he really?
So we're sitting in the living room at my mom's. I'm like, and I hear Gordon Lightfoot singing the melody. It's like,
oh, no way.
And I'm like, wait, so If You Could Read My Mind, and then I go listen to The Greatest Love of All.
Is it the same key too?
Yes, that's the boldest part.
Really?
It's in the, so I'm like, oh, I go to my mom.
Must be an octave lower.
Whoever wrote that Whitney Houston song, I'm like, the composer, he totally like,
oh, no way.
Maybe subconsciously, but he totally ripped this off.
Oh, that's cool.
And
I love finding stuff like that.
And then I chat GPT'd that shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's a lawsuit. And he's actually, Gordon Lightfoot is credited as like a writer on.
That's how they resolve that stuff. They're just like,
it's just, I heard it immediately.
Oh, for sure.
And I was like, no matter what they take from me.
Yeah.
I was singing along with my mom playing Gordon. They can't take away my dignity. So
do a mashup. That'll be your thing.
Honestly, that I might.
You should. That'd be perfect. See, that to me, that would be interesting. That would be a set. Take all the songs that are directly derivative of something else or like a legitimate ripoff and just blend them together. And that could be your set.
Do you think they'll flag me for just singing that Whitney Houston part right there?
No.
If I fail, if I succeed. What about that?
How about this? Would they flag you for singing a Wild A song?
No. They don't care. Whitney Houston's people are she's got a better team. She's dead and she's got a better team.
They'll sick Bobby Brown will show up at your house tomorrow.
Yeah, beat the shit out of us. He's like, you singing my wife's songs?
Just send Charlie Murphy over from the grave.
Be like, no, I was singing Gordon Lightfoot songs. Oh, burn. Sorry, Whit. I love you, girl.
Whitney Lightfoot. Yeah, dude. There's a song the other day that made me want to ask you if you've ever noticed how good the melody was. I can't remember the song. It was who sings Everyone Wants to Rule the World?
Tears for Fears.
Tears for Fears. It was a Tears for Fears song, and I forget which one it is. I can't hear it in my mind right now.
Is it I got the da 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 da?
Yeah.
and talk about the weather.
Yeah, what the hell's the name of that song?
Okay, all right, go again.
The
It's
lyrics
called,
are
it's Head Over Heels.
or wild, but the melody is awesome.
It's so good, dude. That band is amazing.
They still sound good too.
Oh, they sound.
They played at SPAC
so
last
good.
year, I think.
Yeah, if they come back, I'm definitely gonna go because I've watched some of their like the singer. That guy, he's still so good. His voice sounds great. You know what? Because while everyone in the '80s was blowing their voice out, singing as high as
actually
possible,
singing.
He was singing in his range.
He had it. I mean, he has the type of voice where I feel like he can only sound like himself. It's so distinct.
He like invented the '80s voice.
Oh yeah, because
and everyone tried to copy it.
Rick Astley.
Rick Astley.
Was thank you. Yeah, it's like he's like the Timu version.
Yeah, he came out. I think.
Although he can still sing too. He's awesome.
Oh, I know his song, "Never Gonna Give You Up." I think that was like one of the #1 singles when I was born.
I mean, it was everywhere.
It was like I think it was #2. I think when I was born, it was something I can't even remember.
It was being played constantly. We were like a perpetual Rickroll. It was like living in a washing machine.
We're no strangers to love. This fucking ginger guy.
It's so good.
I'm talking. I have a red beard, but I'm a straight up carrot top. Rick Astley, ginger, just dancing like.
Yeah, he's
What
cool,
is
man.
this? What is this?
It's a good dance,
dude. Honestly, not to get political, but his dance looks like when Trump tries to dance.
Oh, I never put that together. I wonder if he's gonna have to address that now. Yeah,
shit.
He's listening to this podcast too.
Oh, Rick,
for sure.
Oh, yeah, we're like
he was at Sting's house probably.
Sting, Rick, fucking Whitney, Bobby, everybody's listening.
They're all of them.
I got this podcast streaming to Heaven Wit. Sorry. She's like, oh my God, my ear.
That's funny. Dorian, his favorite Christmas song is her singing, I think it's Joy to the World or whatever.
I mean,
it's wild. The arrangement's so
best
good.
Singer, dude. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I listen to her and I'm like, good luck, anyone in the future. That's the other thing. It's like,
it was so effortless for her, you know?
I know. And it was like
natural. She wasn't trying
to
sound
90s,
like anybody.
It was just, and there wasn't much you could do to make people sound amazing other than just talent.
Yeah.
You can splice and cut tape, but
threaten them.
Yeah. Be like, if you don't sing this song right, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face with. I swear to
just
God.
Like we're not gonna keep paying you if you sound like crap.
Or that. I was thinking more like Bobby Brown.
Probably.
Listen, domestic violence is bad. If you or someone you know is suffering, call 1-888-HELP now.
I mean, how do you think Travis got me on this podcast? He's just threatening me.
That's exactly how I got you on.
Exactly.
So one really important question I need to make sure that I get to. What's your favorite Yankee candle?
Oh, dude, this is hilarious, actually. So yesterday we decided to start tearing down like fall stuff.
Yeah.
And getting a jump on some of the Christmas season stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, why do we have so many candles? Like, when did this happen? We kept pulling candles. I'm like, we're never going to use all these candles.
Scented candles?
Scented. Dude, and I don't speak. The whole motion sickness thing carries right over to like
candles.
Strong scented stuff will like next to kill me pretty much. Like I just like Glade plugins. Like you put me in a room with the Glade plugin, you might as well. It's like interrogation. Like I fall apart. I'm like it's like Chunk in the Goonies. Like I'll spill my guts.
Those can't be good.
Unplug it. No, it's
like,
just straight chemicals.
Right?
Yeah, just
I mean, I've used them.
Russian microbots going into your lungs.
How much plastic do you think we have in us right now?
A lot.
Like, we're talking with some friends yesterday.
I mean, we're both drinking out of plastic bottles.
Fuck. Yeah, you're
Analogy.
Right. This one's it's a blender bottle, but it's the same material. But somebody was telling me, it's like our friend of ours, she was like, I've been getting plastic in my food like constantly lately. And all I could think was like, maybe it's just because there's just more plastic.
It's just, they know we know, so they're not trying to hide it. It's just bigger now.
Like, here, eat this grocery bag.
Dude, where did all those grocery bags go? They weren't recycled. They just put them in our food. They're filler.
I think they're in my cabinet.
And burgers. Oh, yeah.
They're all in my one cabinet. So nice. At my house, all the grocery bags are all in this one cabinet.
You still got them?
I still have everyone's. I think.
Do you have one of those sleeves that's like a magician trick pulling the
streamers? They
out?
are packed into like a container. Like my wife has those things.
I want to count when you start your next podcast with whoever's on. I want to count of how many of those you have.
How many bags?
I'm curious. You think you have over 300?
Do you think I could even count them?
You could. You can count pretty high.
Do I have the time to edit this podcast for coming out?
And count those?
And count those?
Get an intern. I know there's got to be at least one college kid that's interested in the music industry that wants to come and count Travis Gray's shopping
Not edit
bags.
the video or edit the podcast. You got to count my shopping bags. I'll do all the work. You just count those bags.
Sir, what does this have to do with the music industry?
If you want to count bags, DM me. This reminds me of my mom being like, you're good at music, so why are you so bad at math?
I think that's why we're all musicians, because our parents told us we were good at it. And we were like, oh, you're right. Okay, cool. I'll do that.
Good thing, right?
This feels fun.
Right? Like, good thing they did, because like, what if they were like, if we were really bad, I feel like they would have been like, this isn't your...
They saved you. What if you had become something stupid like a doctor?
Oh, man. Oh, my God. What if I could afford to live? That would be so dumb.
You could have operated on me and yourself.
Literally, Joe was saying, like, just a kid with his kids and playing music. Like, he's like, can't you just literally do anything else?
No, you know what, though? I think being a musician is totally fine. Obviously.
Just fine.
But no, there's nothing wrong with it. I think one of the main problems, I think about this a lot because I have students that are like, how do you make money as a musician? I'm like, that's a bad question to ask because there's no single path. And I think the problem a lot of people have is when you're stubborn, and we've all been there at some point, and you try to do one thing with music because that's what you want to do. And you kind of get tunnel vision. You keep trying to do that one thing and make a career out of it.
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying ignore it, but I'm saying you need to be diverse for a couple reasons, have a lot of different traits. Because like one, with the technology available these days, you don't need to rely on people with studios to track stuff. You're going to go broke.
It changed the whole landscape of the whole industry.
Totally. And you shouldn't just know how to play one type of music because like, even if you want to eventually play one type of music, it's going to help that. Like all the other collateral things you learn.
Yeah, you want to be well-rounded.
Yeah, for sure. It gives you more options. It makes you more interesting. So my point is like as a musician to do something to make money or be successful is kind of like widen your frame, like don't just focus on the one thing. Do whatever you can within that field that makes sense because it's all related and you're going to make connections eventually that get you to or involved with the thing that you were initially interested in, or you might find that you like another component of that industry more than your initial plan.
Just be open to the journey.
You have to be.
Like you have to do everything. You have to diversify your portfolio, if you will.
Play, teach, solo gigs, sideman, do your own projects, produce, engineer, write, arrange. Like just do it all, and it's always going to help you because those are skills that you can use somehow.
And people ask, I'm like, I mean, I've done a million random things.
Yeah.
Like projects that just, you can find them if you look hard enough.
That's right.
But like my favorite random project to date. So I recorded this thing for a licensing project in 2020. It was a rock, 70s rock album style thing. And there were a couple songs on it where like, I sang like AC/DC style because this song was supposed to be like.
I think you played it for me.
So, like last year, I log onto my ASCAP to see what's the deal.
Yeah,
where are we at?
Oh, dude, I forgot I have an account.
You got to make sure that's linked up to your bank account because any little bit counts. And I found the song was being used in like this movie with like Tina Fey and John Hamm.
Oh, really?
Called like Maggie Roses or something magnificent. I don't know. And there's this scene. I was like, I find the movie on Hulu. I'm like, oh, sweet. I don't know what they use this song for, but this is fucking cool. So I got to go through the movie. So I watched the movie and then I'm like, oh, where's the song? Where's the song? And they get to the scene. They're in a strip club, and then like guy gets like punched in the face or something, and then they leave the strip club, and you can hear the music from the strip club playing, and it's that song.
They use it as like source music from the club. That's hilarious.
Bad man, and it's just like me in the back, just fucking screaming like Brian Johnson.
That's awesome.
I'm just like, what the fuck,
dude? That's where I would hope to hear my music.
It's just
post strip club fight,
but I have to tell. Like, no one's gonna be like, oh, that's true. That's Travis's song. He got that great movie deal with. No, it's just my song that is up for licensing, and you can use it for projects. And I worked on with other people.
Can you Shazam it?
It's on
because
it's on all the streaming services.
I was gonna say they're like, what is this AC/DC song?
Champions of Rock And if you type in Travis Gray, Champions of Rock,
Yeah.
I think you'll find the album. It's like a guy on his knees with a guitar.
Oh, nice.
Like on the front. So it's just like, but there's all these throwbacky. That was a fun project, actually.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. But that got a bunch of cool little placements and stuff like, but that's the
cool.
kind of stuff you got to do. You got to take every opportunity.
Yeah, do everything. But even that's like, if someone didn't have the skill set that you do, that still wouldn't really be a fruitful project for them, because you didn't just sing, you did a ton of stuff for that.
That's
you
true.
Produced it. You know what I mean? Like you're tracking stuff. Like that's my
the
point.
Gear.
If you truly love music and you want to be a musician, learn as much as you can about that from from both sides of the glass, the performance side and the production side, and don't be afraid to say no to stuff. Like, you might be accompanying someone one week. You might have like 6 students. You might, be playing like a jazz gig. You might be playing in like a fusion band. You might be doing a studio side hustle. You might be arranging something for like college students. I've arranged stuff for, like, I mean,
anything,
just whoever,
If somebody sometimes it's the shit I didn't even think of people will ask me about. I'll be like, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, because it's not a direct, clear path. And if you don't leave your doors open and let all that stuff in, and you're just sifting constantly looking for like that one main thing, like you're not going to go to like the musician store and be like, hire me. Like I'm here for this specific, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like it doesn't work. But like if you're capable and willing to learn and like able to do a lot of different things, you nickel and dime your way to like a very reasonable living,
Yeah. And you know what? It's true.
And it's fun. You have a lot of freedom too.
It's definitely like, you have to like really enjoy it to, to like make it your living.
Oh yeah.
You have to enjoy it before, like you can't be thinking like, I'm going to make a lot of money.
Well, I mean, you can't think that way with anything, because even if it's true, if that's your only motivation, you're going to burn out or start doing crappy work at some point.
Yeah.
I think most careers are like goal oriented with like an end game.
Yeah.
Where music, you don't always have that. So we're so used to it. We try to, again, shoehorn that into like that.
That's true. There is no
career path, and it doesn't work like that,
Yeah.
So, I mean,
and knowing music theory is going to, it's not going to hurt.
No,
it's never going to hurt.
It doesn't.
I wouldn't say like every rock musician needs to know music theory, but
no one needs to know music theory, but it certainly helps. Because I mean, let's put it this way. You can speak a language fluently, right? Mm-hmm. But if you don't have full understanding of the words you're using, you're probably going to on more occasions say things that don't quite make sense.
Yeah. Obviously we have so many more stories.
Oh yeah.
But we'll have to, you're going to be back. But yeah, I mean, I think that's a good spot to say, we'll pick up here next time. Anyway, this is Dustin Deluke, everybody. My good friend, keyboard player extraordinaire, teaches piano. You should get lessons from him if you're in the local region of wherever the hell we are. I think it's like the capital area, a little north of the capital area.
Something like that.
The foothills of the Adirondacks, if you will. But yeah, anyway, Dustin Deluke, everybody.
Thanks for having me, Trav.
Thanks for coming. Love you.
Love you.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that interview with Dustin half as much as I did, because he had me in stitches half the time. Please subscribe to the Rough Pumpkins podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Follow, subscribe on YouTube, hit the notification bell. We're definitely coming out with an episode next week, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll be posting clips on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Until then, but yeah, Rough Pumpkins, you guys. Episode 2. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next week.
Are you ready?